find out. I'm going to take a different way tonight, but again, like every night, I'm running out of time here. It's taking off, not quite 6:30 yet, but Wednesday night. And it's 6:22. It's probably in the 70s. Feels like it's probably going to be chilly by the time I get home, but I'm good with that. I don't have to wear a vest or anything yet, thank God. Night. It's a good little ride. I think I did 22 miles, 23 miles, something like that. Started getting dark. Let's see if we can get a little more on there tonight. We'll try. Sun's already getting low, but it's not down, so I'm happy with that at this point. Trying to beat it through that light. Sitting at light's not fun. One at the end of this road never freaking changes, so. And I always hold up cars, so now I ride past it down the road and then I try to get across, so. I keep my mouth shut tonight, keep getting bugs in it. I tell you, glad to get back to my Cloud 9 seats here. Sitting on my couch. I'm a wuss. We are at 40 miles an hour, 42, 43, 44. All right, I'm done. I always like to see how fast I can get up to on that. That was the steepest hill I run into on this route. Here we go again, another big hill. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So 45 miles an hour and I'm still pedaling, so that's what that crank can do for me. Should stick that on my my crank video, see if I can get some more hits on it. That's the light I normally sneak through. Oh, it's my new thing is sneaking through the lights. That one, anyways. That one doesn't like me. So I glanced at my video last night, and I was pretty happy with the quality of it. We'll find out when we try to upload it. Did notice one of my cameras, and I knew it when I unplugged it. It wasn't plugged in all the way, so I may have a audio problem, but we'll figure it out. I had a full charge last night because I'll charge them when I go to bed. I knocked it off, but I should have plenty of battery. This this road used to be a highway. It used to be the main highway going north, and the crack on the edge here, which now you can't see, but right about where the white line is a crack, and then you see all the little cracks in between. That's because this used to be a cement highway back in the day. know, you go down south, cement highways are very common, but they're not too common up here anymore. Well, see that old truck going down this road? Probably was cement back when that truck was new. Certainly felt good getting back to my own bike. Those bikes that I rented were slugs. Like cruising along. The chain's not falling off, so that's a bonus too. I don't know if you saw my my video on the batch bike, and first 10 miles was fine, slower than hell, but first 10 miles was fine, and then the chain kept falling off. Put it on, fall off, put it on, fall off. That happened in 7th gear. Then I said, can't drive in 7th gear, put it in 6th gear. Then it started falling off in 6th gear, and put it in 5th gear, and that worked for a while, and then started falling off in 5th gear. Fell off in 4th gear, and I said, you know what, this is ridiculous, and I ended up just using the throttle to get back. So I mean, in 4th gear on a bike that had no freaking crank on the thing. I mean, if the crank was like a 32 tooth crank or something, it was awful. You know, I was trying to pedal in 4th gear, and I'm doing like 7 miles an hour. At least on the throttle, I was probably doing about, I don't know, 14, 15. Like I said, it wasn't a very fast bike. It wasn't unlocked either, and I don't even think it could be unlocked, that particular bike. Only had a 350 watt motor on it, so I think it was a true class 2. When I did the battery test, I went up this hill and it slugged out really bad. I usually hit it into in the 4th or 5th on this hill, but I'm keeping it in 3. Get some exercise, gain a little weight on the on my vacation, so I'm gonna knock that off. Of course, I gotta go see my weight doctor on Tuesday, so front light on. That's because I didn't. I'll wait until this car goes by and then I'll turn that on. Just a flashing light, a little strobe. I like to keep it running. I like to be seen. This road's a little busy, and bike lane is extremely small, if you notice. So I was going to try to go around the lake on that side. I'm not sure how to. I got to figure out how to map out routes. Put them on my phone so it tells me where to go. So I'm waiting for a bunch of I ordered 2 4 terabyte hard drives and a 2 terabyte hard drive that's works with my my Mac Mini, because it has Thunderbolt ports on it. So it's got Thunderbolt ports on the back of it, and it's supposed to transfer the information pretty fast, because it takes a long time to download these movies and stuff. So I'm trying to speed it up. I mean, my wife, I go in there, you know, I could probably edit the thing in I don't know, an hour or so, but I'm in there transferring for 2 hours, you know. So whatever I can do to help it. I also bought a new card reader. Hopefully, I just bought the new computer too. I was using a MacBook Pro, and just didn't have the headroom in it for the videos. It ran it, but it didn't run it fast. You know, it seemed like it wasn't that long ago, and there's No weeds in the pond. Now the summer's almost over. But, like I said, all it did was rain. And the days that it didn't rain, I was working. Get out of work on a day that was just sunny all day, and I get out of work and a thunderstorm rolls in, soaks everything. Or it's going to, you know. So you hold off riding, and then it doesn't rain till 8 o'clock and it pisses you off, so. Tell you, the crowds of people sitting around looking at the water has diminished. Go by there all summer long, and there's people sitting on their hoods and roofs and just watching the water. I'm hoping long weekend. I'm hoping to put some miles on this weekend, so the weather looks like it's going to be good. Probably not great on the cameras riding into the sun. It's fine on my face, but not so much on the front of the bike. But that's why I run too. If it's bad during this section or whatever, I just get rid of it. Flip it to my face, which I'm sure you all enjoy looking at, so. Kidding. Some wind today though, picking up some wind. I'm riding into a headwind. If it was 90 out, it'd feel good. Not that it feels bad. Tad chilly riding, but not cold. It says it's 73 out, so what's the wind chill factor at 25 to 30 miles an hour? Well, not losing the sun yet. I think at this point last night I was losing the sun, so not quite sure it's down yet. I think it's still in the sky a little bit. 22 minutes into this ride, 24 minutes. I love rotaries. Dropped it into past 5 on the rotary. Like I said before, you gotta play with cars, you gotta get going. I was a little worried. I see that puddle reminded me. I was a little worried that there'd be puddles out here. It rained, and I mean, it rained pretty good today. It rained till about 3 o'clock. So, and here comes that antique truck again. I used to go down that road. Probably should have. I feel like doing something different today. Problem is, keep going down here, it gets city bound, so there's another way I can peel off. I'll probably do that. Unfortunately, I go one way and you're in the heart of the city, and I don't want to be down there either, but there's some nice riding on the other side of the city, so I just got to figure out how to get down there and across the river, because there's a river, so there's only so many bridges to go across, and of course it's probably 4 bridges, and 2 of them are highways, and the other 2 might as well be highways, but I knew the minute I dropped my foot down and stopped, the light would change. So I don't play the lottery. I've smelled it a lot tonight too. It smells like wood fire. I haven't heard whether that fire's out in Canada or not, but I don't watch the news either. I know some people are probably going, hey, you don't watch the news? No, I don't. Anything I want to know about, you know, local news, for the most part. They make such a big thing out of everything nowadays, you know. News is not news anymore, it's entertainment. This is the road that I want to hit, so I get across this thing and there's always traffic. Well, looks like I might get a break. That house looks really out of place sitting there. Old farmhouse probably. Probably all farmland with all those, I'd say new houses, but they've probably been there for 20 years. I put a suspension fork on this though, so it helps this bike out. I wish it had rear suspension. Got my eye on another bike. Like 2,200 bucks, so maybe next spring, maybe not, who knows. I like to go with a 24-inch bike, but I don't know, there's not any out there that I go, oh, I like that bike, you know, so it might be a 26 maybe. I mean, I got 4 20s right now, so I like to jump into something different. And the one I got my eye on has rear suspension too, so they make a 20-inch in it, but I'm really thinking I want to try a 26. I want to try a 24 is what I want to try, but like I said, I haven't seen a 24 out there that I go, oh, I like that. People on this road probably sick of me driving by, especially that crazy guy that goes by on his bike that talks to himself. I mean, I got so much crap on this handlebar that they probably don't even know that some of it's cameras, but you never know. So this is the hill I took the other bike down and I hit, I don't know, 30 something miles an hour. I'm at 36, 37 now. So I'm not really impressed with the speed that I got out of that other one. How you doing? I mean, they were pedaling pretty fast for bikers normally. I usually pass all the damn bikers, but they're going along pretty good. I think they were e-bikes, but I didn't really get a good look at them. Kind of, they switched sides of the road there, which screwed me up. Basically supposed to follow the rules of the road, and like you're on a car, and they pulled all the way over to the left-hand side to let me go by. I should have just stayed on the right, and I would have passed them on the left, but whatever. You just you don't want to second guess people, and when they do stupid things, now you're second guessing what they're gonna do. So probably would have gone slower by him if I had known. I thought maybe they were pulling over on that side to look at the water, but as soon as I went by, they got back on the right hand side. So I knew she saw me. I could tell that he was looking in his mirror, so she probably said, there's a bike coming. And you know, coming along at faster speed here, so. Sun's still up, so I'm happy. Been out here, it's like 37 minutes now. Used to have to worry about the batteries on the cameras because about this time they'd be conking out and I'd have to pull over and pull the freaking cameras all apart because they're GoPros, GoPro 9s, but I got media mods on them, so you gotta unhook them from the mounts, take the media mounts, media mods off them, unplug the microphones. It's kind of a pain in the ass to change the batteries, so that's why I went with this battery pack. So some YouTube videos, I was watching those, and but anyways, I buy this battery pack and to take on the plane, and then one of the guys I work with, he says, how big is it? And I forget what it is, but I told him. He goes, too big. I said, what? He says, yeah, they limit you to whatever it is. And I said, oh Christ, I didn't know that. So I looked it up. Yep, they limit you. So I mean, if you've ever gone through TSA, they just look at you and you go, here's your options. You can either go leave this line and go put it in your car, or you can throw it away. So I wasn't prepared to throw it away, so I bought another one. But yeah, then I bought another one, the right size. They never even asked to see the damn thing, but I know if I had taken the other one, they probably would have said, take it out. Nope, too big. So, and now I get to dedicate this one to the bike for the camera, so I'm happy with that. I haven't been down this way in a while because I've been running out of sun, but I got out of work today and got home. Like I said, it takes me like 45 minutes to go home. A little bit more when you leave early, so you get all the traffic. No one goes home at 5 o'clock anymore. They all seem to leave early now, you know, ever since COVID. I go home at 5 now. It's like going home at like 5:30 used to be. So, but I left a little early and then it puts me in the traffic, but whatever. Still got out here a little bit earlier. A turkey over there pecking at the guy's front chrome bumper. My daughter had a black car, had a turkey pecking at the side of it. The thing was brand new too. She was crying. Like, turkeys don't like to look at other turkeys. So, trucking along here, just put a number on it. I'm doing 28 miles an hour, so. Since I put this crank on, I haven't checked my average speed. I'd really like to do it, but I have this Garmin running. I thought I fixed it so it would be working for tonight, but not fixed. The road's got a lot of brakes in it on this side. I don't know if you just saw that one, but pretty nasty. You don't want to hit one of those. You're going to be on the side of the road hurting. It's one of the reasons why I put the suspension fork on this thing. You can't buy these cargo bikes with a suspension fork on it, but this one's got one. I'm not using it for a cargo bike. I honestly don't know why they don't put them on. Well, you're going to carry all the weight. It's going to be in the back of the bike, not the front of the bike. So, and I can lock this fork out anyways, but you know, the forks that they run, they don't run. This is a oil gas shock, and I can change the setting on it just by turning the knob. They have a setting on it too, but it's a coil spring, so I don't know what that thing does. And I'll tell you, those shocks aren't light either. These ones are. This thing's on this bike is magnesium. Going down the rail trail, we would have been popping out over here because we're going by the rail trail now. That one actually on the other side goes I don't know, another quarter mile in or whatever, and then it stops. Can't go any farther because there's a an airport there. But they say they're going to continue the trail, so I don't know how they're going to go around the airport, but I hope they do. I'd love to have the thing go on the other side. You know, I was saying I got to get on the other side of the river. There's a an old railroad bridge over there that goes over the river that they have paved, and that would be really good. But you know, I'm leaving this this state probably in 4 years to go down south somewhere. Thinking Florida, but I mean, maybe not. Maybe Georgia or something, or Carolinas or whatever. But I gotta go where it's warm and I can ride more. But I'm sure that railroad project won't go through in the next 4 years, so I'll probably never see it. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I usually kick it up to 4 or 5 going up this hill because I'm on the last stretch of my ride. Well, I still got another 5 miles to go, but I'm at 23 miles right now. So 1 hour, 23 miles. So I'm averaging 23 miles an hour. Which I knew it was picked up because before I changed the crank, I was around 17 or 18. So 23 is good. 23 miles an hour on an average to take a 22 mile ride to work, 23 mile ride to work. It's still an hour, you know, and I don't want to do an hour to work, but I would like to drive my bike to work once in a while when I know it's going to be nice though. I'm just coasting right now. My energy bar coasting is at about just under 3/4, so. But your energy bar goes up and down, so when you're trucking along, it was just under half. But your true reading is when you have it at rest, because obviously your energy bar is going to go down because when your motor's kicked in, it's draining the battery down. So. Click it onto the voltage and see what the voltage is. Voltage is at 46.4, but not at resting. So I'm going to rest now. It's up to 47.8 where it's hanging. So at 42, it's kaput. Well, I'm going by it's called the Backyard Brewery, and they're cooking some steaks. It smells pretty damn good. Considering I'm gonna go home and have my lean cuisine meal. Probably be 250 to 300 calories. And that's what I'll have for the night. Like I said, I'm under got a weight doctor, and worst thing you can do is eat at night. That's what I used to do. I eat my probably my biggest meal in the morning. I have a pretty decent lunch and very light supper. I'm pedaling along here. I still got pedal. I'm not killing myself. I'm not flying at 1,000 miles an hour. My legs are pretty good canvas right now. And I'm 25, 28 miles an hour. And before I change this crank, 25 miles an hour, you were freaking pedaling like a madman. So, how you doing? Anybody that's got one of these bikes, whether it's this style or whatever, and if you don't like ghost pedaling, you got to increase that crank. Everybody goes for the freewheel or cassette, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's two different things, but this bike has a free wheel. And they always go after that thing. And you're out there, you know, looking at these things. Probably not watching me, but if you're out there looking at these things, you definitely, you know, and I didn't know this till after I bought one, but there's a Canis sensor and there's a torque sensor. Two totally different bikes. So if you truly want to pedal, and everybody thinks they do till they get their bikes, and you know, you can't really change your mind. I would say, if you think, you go, no, I think I want to pedal, and I want to pedal hard, I want to get some exercise, I would suggest buying a Canis sensor bike. If you're, you know, you've been biking for a while or whatever, and you're like, nope, I like biking, I like pedaling, and you know you want to pedal, then buy yourself a torque sensor bike. I like my torque sensor bike on the trails, not on the road. And I've taken it on the road, I can ride it on the road, but like I said, this bike here, I'm going up this little hill now. I'm only doing 15 miles an hour now. I just punched this thing up to 5, and now I'm speeding up the hill. And you know, I gotta add some gears in it. Now I'm going faster, you know. Don't really do that with a torque sensor, so. Like I said, you got to kind of figure out what you want to do. This road is a freaking nightmare. I think it's time to hit the lights on. This side, I get cars coming on the other side again. But I think my brake's coming up, so. And that's why you, when you're in a situation like that, you want to pop that thing up to 5. I'm going to pop it back to 3 now, but you want to be able to get out there. Just trying to, looking through it. It says we've been out here for 1 hour 16 minutes. Knocking this back up to 5 because I got another intersection. So 7:36 and the sun is down. Only got one camera on it now because my other car's full, like I said. So last of the ride's going to be out in the front. I would think it's probably more fun to watch out front anyways. I know the guy Russ I was talking about, he has a chest mount. I have both my cameras on the handlebars, but he has a chest mount, and I'd be afraid with the chest mount. I mean, his works fine, but he knows what he's doing, and I'd be afraid to be pointing the wrong way half the time. So that's why I like it on the handlebars. I run the screens the whole time. That's another reason why I wanted the battery pack, so I could run the screens. I wasn't running the screens before, so I can't see what they're recording, so now I can. So this is where it gets a little sketchy. So I'm at the end of a street on a hill though. Cars are coming, but front wheel's flat, the rear wheel's up on a hill, so it makes the ground even farther down. So I'm tippy-toeing it now. This is my street. Big hill to get up this one. The energy bar is down to 2 right now. But we're at, the hell are we at? We're at 33 miles, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. I think this road is so freaking bumpy.